AITAH. SIL marrying a convicted murderer. Right. So, where to begin? I have been with my wife for almost 20 years, and fortunate enough to say that overall we have a great relationship. Recently, however, there have been some real tensions between me and my wife's side of the family. It all centers around the fact that my SIL started a relationship with a man whilst he was serving life in prison for murder. The murder, according to the press, was a brutal and unprovoked attack during which a man died. The fiancé is one of 3 sent to prison on life sentences, which in my part of the world means about 20 years behind bars. He was released about 2 years ago and moved in straight away with my SIL and her kids. To his credit, in that time he has graduated, is holding down a good job. They have had a baby together, and overall is making a good go of life. Don't get me wrong, he has had a few slip-ups, but I am putting that down to the fact that he is still having to learn how to live in the real world rather than an institutionalized one. All that being said, I am still really struggling to see beyond his past, and I am also starting to resent the fact that I am continually being asked to compromise on my own morals and lie for a situation I never asked to be in. My SIL's kids are now in their mid-teens and have never been told about the fiancé's past. I have also been sworn to secrecy not to let slip to the wider family so as to protect my in-laws' reputation image. I really struggle with this as there are young children in the extended family, and as a parent myself, I would want to be in the position to make an informed decision. So I feel I am having to carry this burden and bare-faced lie every time I meet up with the extended family. I am also starting to worry about the fact that I am eventually going to be asked to lie to my own kids once they are old enough. It all came to a head recently when the second of the only 2 boundaries I put in place until we understood what this guy was about was broken. The boundaries were, he does not meet my kids without our prior approval. This was broken within 24 hours. He does not come anywhere near our house. This was broken last week and I completely flipped out and escalated tensions tenfold. And this is where I am beginning to question AITAH, because I am not sure now if my problem is so much what he has done anymore, but more the lack of appreciation for what I am compromising on and the lack of respect for my little family in terms of our boundaries. Also, after last week's flip-out, my in-laws have accused me as being the problem and have said that I should perhaps go to counseling to learn how to deal with this, as the fiancé is getting on with his life, and so should I. As things currently stand, I have told my wife that as the boundaries we put in place are not being respected, I feel the only next step I can take is to step away from her side of them family and have no contact for my own well-being. I am not making her pick and choose, and she of course is welcome to see her family. The only difference is, I will not be in attendance. You can imagine how that went down. I am now worried that I have overreacted if I am just reacting out of principle, and that I am about to chuck in a grenade that could have major ramifications for her within her family. You thoughts are welcome. AITAH.